Hi there folks, and welcome back to another Shifter Mover video and a beginner's guide to Naught 112, Emergency 112, the Firefighting Simulation 2. So you've just got the game, you've just installed it, you've just launched it, and this is the loading screen that you get to. First thing I recommend you do is you go to Settings, have a quick look at the control setup so you understand what you're doing in game. You can access this menu anytime you want in game by pressing the escape key. I'll show you that. I also recommend you just have a look at the graphics and set it up as what your machine can run. As you can see, these are my settings. I'm running in 2K with everything virtually turned up to the maximum, and it runs very, very well. Also, have a look at this bottom menu. There are some options in here. You can change sensitivity of the camera and do some other things here which you might find better when you're playing the game. For example, this TV keep unit. I check this button so my character doesn't start running away when I'm in the command menu. That will become apparent in a later video. Okay, so you want to launch a game. First time in the game. Select private game. Obviously, it's up to you if you want to go through the tutorial. I'm assuming most people you've done the tutorial before you start playing the game. Okay, we then press Start Game, and this will give you a fresh start in the game. You'll get a loading screen with some information about the Mulheim Fire Brigade, and as you can see, the game loads fairly quickly. It does on my machine anyway. So we're starting our 24-hour shift 0800, and you are the shift boss, and you spawn in third-person view. If you want to change the view to first person, you press the middle mouse button scroll wheel, and you can change between first person and third person. Follow the dotted yellow arrows and attend the morning briefing and go through the startup sequence. Just to introduce you to everything.
Guten Morgen. Zuerst möchte ich die Neuen begrüßen. Passt auf euch auf und haltet euch an die alten
Okay, so it's a
Hasen.
German game,
Bitte geht
and
keine unnötigen Risiken ein. Ansonsten wünsche ich euch eine gute
the
Zeit
comms
auf einer
and
der
the radios
schönsten
are all in
und
German,
modernsten
but as
Waffen
you can see,
Deutschlands.
it's English
Und denkt
subtitles, so you
daran,
can follow
eure
along.
Einsatzberichte zu schreiben. Ich will das hier nicht jeden Morgen wiederholen. Dann jetzt die Einsatzfahrzeuge übernehmen. Und wo kein Schnee liegt, kann gelaufen werden.
Okay, so you finished the morning briefing. All the boys run off and collect their machines, and they're now going to do a DI, or a daily inspection of the vehicles, in where you can assist or take over. You can jump between characters. If you want to swap characters at any time, you press the tab key and select one of the other characters. For example, I can select this emergency doctor here, and we're now him, and we'll go back to our main character because I don't want him running off. So anytime you want to swap characters, press the tab key, select the guy you want to jump to, click on it, and off you go. Okay, so all the engines are coming around for their daily inspection, and we're going to assist. If at any time, like I said, you don't know what keys you need to be pressing, press the escape key, and here you have your settings, controls, and you can look up default keys for walking around, crouching, camera angles, all this sort of stuff. Interactions, E and Q are your most commonly used, as well as controlling the water cannon, the ladder, and other stuff. There's other buttons. And vehicle control, when you're driving, you can turn on lights, sirens, and all the other good stuff. But anytime you need a refresh of what button does what, press escape. Okay, this guy is doing his daily check here. We're going to assist him. He's going to jump in and ask for some help with checking the lights. Follow the arrows, and obviously we get two options: lights work or nothing happens. No, the lights are working, so we press 1. Continue all the way around the vehicle, follow the arrows, and interact accordingly. Obviously I'm walking ahead of the arrows because I know the process, but arrows will appear on the floor. And before we go, I think we just have to shut the door. Thanks for the help. There we go. We just need to shut the door. He parks the vehicle back away. And they beep the horns to tell you you're in the way. So get out the way. Okay, the other guys are going through the rest of their checks, and like I said, you can assist with the ladder truck. You don't have to, so I'm just going to wait for them to finish all their checks. So this is a good time to have a little explore around while they're doing all their checks. So as you can see, we have a smaller engine, two-man engine, I will go through in a video series a mission with each of the engines or each of the vehicles to demonstrate and show you how to use each one. This first video I'm doing is just a little introduction into the game and just to get you going. But if you've done the tutorial, I'm pretty sure most of you can muddle through. But I will do, like I say, a video series covering each of these vehicles. So we've got a small two-man engine, which is this truck here. And as you can see, we've got a machine operator and a squad leader. You'll take this on most fires, but you'll often take this vehicle alone on a small fire, like a container or a rubbish bin fire. You'll take this vehicle on its own. In this garage here, we have the boss's personal transport and the command wagon, a sort of radio ops vehicle that goes out on some of the missions. Obviously we have the ladder truck. The ladder truck you'll take on the large fires. This is the only truck that has the ventilator fans on it, so it tends to go to the large fires. Next to that we've got the larger six-man truck. This thing you'll take on most fires, most of the larger fires, and sometimes on its own. So this is this truck here, and you've got 6 guys in here. You have a section leader, attack section leader, water section leader, attack section, water section, and machine operator. Okay, then we also have a small utility wagon in there. You'll take that out for missions, for example, like a flooded basement, or a tree branch has fallen onto a path. You'll get missions like that, which you'll take just that fire truck all on its own. We'll go and have a run, a little look while this guy's still finishing his checks. Close this door because that engine needs to come in. So over here we have sort of a general wagon that goes out on smaller things, like I said, flooded basements and fallen trees and that sort of thing. You'll take this vehicle. The ambulances I tend not to play with. They will come along on the different missions where they're required. Okay, let's have a little run upstairs and have a check of the layout. So there's a couple of things you need to note up here. I noticed on the forums some people asking, seems to take a long time for missions to come up. I had the same problem when I first started in the game. I just used to run around exploring and messing about, waiting for the missions. I've since found out if you want to accelerate time, you come up to this chair and you interact with it by using E, and it will accelerate time to the next mission. However, we're just going to point a few little things out first, and then I'll show you that. So in here is the office. So if you go upstairs, find the main crew room, rest room, coffee room, whatever you want to call this. Come out of here, and the office is just over here. Here is the computer where you can interact and save missions. So once you've completed a mission, you come back here, you interact with the computer, it will tell you which mission you've completed and it'll give you a few bits and pieces. You then press save. Once you've saved the mission, you can then access this mission anytime afterwards and rerun it if you want. Or you just continue to the next one, next one, next one, next one. But each time you do a mission, if you come back here and save it, you can then rerun the mission whenever you want. Okay, so that's missions. And notice when you interact with something like the computer, you exit in first-person view. To go back to third-person view, remember, middle mouse button. Okay, so we can't accelerate time until all the engines have been put away and the doors are all shut. So we just need to wait for that to happen. Oh yeah, I keep running down the stairs. You don't have to run down the stairs. In an emergency, all these doors here will open and you can use the slides. So we can manually open them and use the slide. So in an emergency they automatically open and you can just run out and jump on the slides, but you can anytime you fancy have a little slide down the pole you can. Right, okay, so we're just waiting for the crane truck to finish his daily inspection and put the vehicle away, and we can accelerate time and get on to the first mission. Like I said, I'm not going to run any missions in this video. It's just a quick introduction into the game and to show you a few bits and pieces. Like I said, if you want to swap characters, press tab, jump over to one of the other guys, and we can run around with him. Go back to the main guy. I tend to play mainly as EL, Einsatzleiter, or boss man as I call him. It gives you his proper name up here if you hold on it. Head of Operations is his name. So we're just waiting for this ladder truck to finish his inspection. Put the vehicle away. Once the vehicle's away, we're ready to undertake our first mission. Like I said, when you first run through this, I recommend just having a little play around with the controls, setting up your keys, making sure everything is running nice and smooth for yourself. And then, once all the vehicles have been checked, you get ready to start. Just playing with the controls. So crouch is the left control is to crouch. You're supposed to crouch when you're firefighting inside a room. You're supposed to crouch and advance with the hose in the crouched position. I don't always follow the rules properly. Shh. I think he's got stuck. Let's assist him. Aha! No! He was coming to assist him. He was waiting for the other guy to come and assist him. That's what he was waiting for. And because I took over. Like I said, because I know what you're supposed to do, I tend to take over. And that gets me in trouble with the AI. There we go. So he was waiting for his buddy to come and close everything up. So he'll park the vehicle away, and that is all the vehicles parked away. Just got to make sure it is fully parked away before we try and do a mission. Okay, so you're waiting for your next mission, or you're in between missions and you've got nothing to do and you want to accelerate time. I noticed, like I said, on the forums people were asking, how do I accelerate time? Right, so like I said, come to the coffee crew room, whatever you want to call it, come up to the chair and interact with it, and it'll speed up time. Okay, you can either wait here and it'll bong in a second, or we just press it again. There you go.
Achtung, Hilfeleistung, Ölspur, Einsatz für KEF 1,
Okay.
Leipziger Straße.
So there's a mission for an oil spill for one of the other wagons that I'm not on. So we need to press the tab key to bring up the action menu, the unit object unit selection, and we can see the emergency vehicle. This one has been selected because we have the exclamation mark warning triangle. We then select one of the characters that belong to this truck or unit to go out on the job. So now we're here and we can jump in and take control and go out on the mission. So there we go. That's how you get started in the game, get yourself set up, and starting the first mission.
Leitstelle für den 1F1 kommen.
And like I said, I will do a video using each of the vehicles on one of the missions. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.